Unfiltered with Bran Otieno and Dongo Gashane.
Technical hitch, but Unfiltered continues. This is a podcast that brings you unbiased analysis of news and current affairs. My name is Bran Otieno with Ndongo Gashane over there. We are political reporters at The Standard. We are hosting today DCP's Director of Communication, Bwana John Mbuthia, and we've been discussing about the protests, yesterday's protests, and Bwana Gashane was asking our guest here about what he thinks about the narrative that this is a Mount Kenya uprising. We saw sections of the press reporting that Mount Kenya was on fire. Yeah, what do you think about that?
Yes. So basically, as I was saying this, yesterday protests were over 27 counties, and I had said William Ruto and his cronies are doing the same mistake they have been doing, full of blunders, saying that it is a Kikuyu affair. 27 counties, including Uasin Gishu, Kisumu, Kisii, Machakos, Makueni, and you still say it is a Mount Kenya issue. You mean Mount Kenyans in Kisumu demonstrated yesterday? For real. You know, the problem with the president is this: he does not listen, does not want to listen, he does not want to accept there's a problem and we need to sort it out. That is his major problem. That is why his people are saying it is a Mount Kenya issue. They are even telling him that you see, there's no problem in the country. The problem are the Mount Kenya people. But now, even if you say it was a Mount Kenya issue, look, this guy was given 4.5 million votes by the people from the mountain. All the other counties did not vote for him. He was voted by the people in Rift Valley and Mount Kenya, and he became the president. All the other counties, Turkana, they did not give him the votes. Mombasa, he was not voted in. Kisumu, he was not voted in. So what do you do with the people who voted for you, and they are telling you you are doing the wrong thing? The people of Kenya, and particularly the young people, let us not go to the bloggers' propaganda, because those were propagandas coming from the government bloggers. The reality of the matter is this, so that we can be able to be focused on the issue. The young people are telling the president, listen to us. The reason as to why they went to the street yesterday was because of two things. They were commemorating the death of their people. Number two, they had said, we had given William Ruto since June 2024, June 25th, 2024 to June 25th, 2025, it was 1 year. We gave you to change. You are not changing. In fact, it is becoming more worse. We told you to remove all corrupt members, cabinet members, ukawarudisha wote. We told you to weed out corruption, you are doing nothing. We told you we don't want housing levy.
But come on.
There's nothing that is changing.
But for the Secretary General for the Jubilee Party, Jeremiah Kioni, has talked about the feeling of entitlement by Mount Kenya region. And you remember the question on the table was about the Kikuyu uprising, and he said that we should not feud a presidential candidate or even the running mate position because other communities would rally against Mount Kenya. So when you say that, yes, and I get your point about the 27 counties doing protests, but don't you think when you say that the president was made president by the Mount Kenya region, don't you feel or think that is a sense of entitlement that Kioni is talking about?
So are you saying that it is Kikuyus in Kisii who went to demonstrate?
No, I'm not about protest. I'm talking about the notion that it is Mount Kenya region that actually voted for President William Ruto.
Is it a fact or not a fact?
Tell us.
It is a fact. So I really don't understand when you say the entitlement. It is a fact. 47% of the total number of vote cast came from the Mount Kenya region. That does not mean other areas are not supposed to get development. What is happening is, I'm trying to debunk the misconception that it is a Mount Kenya affair in this demonstration. That is what I'm trying to debunk. And I'm debunking by saying the fact is William Ruto is not listening to he needs to sit down in one of the evenings, sit down and without anybody and say, where am I getting it wrong? What is the problem? What is the problem with these young people? You said today earlier when you were starting that these guys seems to be very energetic. It is as if they are saying it is over until It is not over until it is over. It seems as if they are not getting tired today or tomorrow. He's the president of this country. Let's not talk about Kikuyus. He's the president of the country. He's the prefect. Let him sit down and ask himself, where is the problem? There is a problem somewhere, bana. Wacheni kujificha na let him not jificha with his tribal narrative. There is a problem. And if it's not sorted, we will be here, my good people. We will be here. In fact, Rigathi Gachagua is really helping this guy. Because Rigathi Gachagua is saying he will be given one term. It is only that the second term is not guaranteed. Yesterday, the young people were saying what? Half term.
Bwana Mbudhia, in previous protests, before the Gen Z protests from last year, we haven't seen as much activity in Mount Kenya.
Yeah.
But since last year, there seems to be, a collective dissatisfaction in the government.
Yes.
Is it fair to equate this to a Mount Kenya uprising?
Not really. Why? The reason as to why so many people or some section of people are saying so is because since the impeachment of the deputy president, let's debunk it. Let's say this. The fact is, Mount Kenya region were very, very, very much upset by President William Ruto for impeaching the deputy president.
Indeed.
In government, you don't stay together because you're brothers and sisters. You stay together because of the formations. That is why we had NASA. Was it NASA? Azimio?
It was Azimio, NASA,
and then, the current one. The 2022 one was
Azimio.
Yeah.
And then our
Kenya
team,
Kwanza.
Kenya Kwanza.
Kenya Kwanza.
It is because the formations are the one that creates governments. Governments is created by formations. Even in 2027, William Ruto will have a formation with Raila Odinga, if needs be, for them to ask votes again. Now, Mount Kenya region supported William Ruto's presidency. After 2 years, William Ruto decides he does not need the Mount Kenya region. Why am I saying so? Why am I very specific on Mount Kenya region? Because he said he had a problem with Rigathi Gachagua. My name is John Kamau and I was working in the office of the deputy president. He told the guys who were there to terminate all the contracts of people who are working with Gachagua. Mimi nilikosea William Ruto nini? Me myself. I am supposed to be working in the office of the deputy president. He had a problem with Gachagua. You remember?
But your term was tied alongside that of Gachagua. And if Gachagua terms ends prematurely, then yours
automatic.
The term, the
terms of engagement.
Yes, the contract was saying that the term of engagement is attached to the deputy president. It did not say Rigathi Gachagua. I have the letter with me. It did not say Rigathi Gachagua. It said the end of
the term of the deputy president.
The term of the deputy president. Myself, I had a contract of 3 years. A binding contract of 3 years. It was written, my contract would end in 2026, November 21st.
Okay.
And then I found a letter that my contract has been terminated owing to the fact that Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua now for this matter was impeached. There is a Deputy President in office. There are some people who are in office today whose contract were not terminated.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't want to go to that route, but basically to answer your question is that number one, Mount Kenya is not happy with this government and the way it is being operated
because of Gachagua's
No. Mount Kenya had left William Ruto before Gachagua was impeached. In fact, most people are saying that Gachagua is the one who found them out of government. You don't have to force people to support you. You don't need to support people to support you. But by the mere fact that, of course, he was told to Siguze Mlima, you never know. There are so many connotations to that effect. Maybe Mulima is God sent, and the moment you touch it, it becomes you're asking questions that I'm trying to they are putting so much blame on the Mount Kenya region. They're saying Mount Kenya region is everything. They're even saying it is the one that is destabilizing the government. But at some point they were told usiguze mlima. Sitaki kusema it is those are the things. But now I don't know mlima uliguzwa. Watu wakaendelea na kazi zao, they are farming and sasa sijui ni kwa nini bado wanaingiza mlima in the problem. They are now having a broad based government.
Do you think Mlima is excluded in this government?
even before we go there, I wanted to get Gachagua's view on the Mount Kenya prize. Your names are zinafanana bwana. Mr. Gachane. Is it Gachane or Gachane?
Gachane.
I want to throw it to you. What do you think of this Mount Kenya uprising narrative?
Yes.
And I also want you to recap what you had earlier said for the benefit of our viewer who may have missed that part because of the technical hit. From what you saw yesterday and what you had being in Thika, along Thika Road rather, what do you think of this narrative?
Well, let me say this without fear of contradiction, that I also believe, to the school of thought, that there are efforts to associate the blame or pass the blame to Mount Kenya region, and not Mount Kenya region, to the former deputy president and the so-called Mount Kenya mafia. This is not the first time we are hearing about Mount Kenya mafia. And stories have been done and others will be done, and narratives will be taken to social media that there is a feeling of disillusionment by a section of Mount Kenya leaders who feel that because they are out of government, they need now to ensure that they bring trouble to President William Ruto. But it's a narrative, and there's something which is called the state-sponsored propaganda, which its end game and the mission and the objective of the propaganda is to alienate or isolate Mount Kenya region from the rest of the communities in the country. Because why do I say that is a government-sponsored propaganda? Because yesterday we saw protests in Mombasa. We saw arrests in Mombasa. We also saw scores of protests in other counties like Kakamega. Kakamega is not in Mount Kenya region. So my honest view and belief is that Brian will be approached today, tomorrow, or the other day, and you'll be told to push such a narrative in the newspaper. So,
no, we don't do that.
I believe you are.
We are the
honest,
standard.
You are a person of integrity.
Yes.
And you are highly ethical. And I believe even if they approach you, you are just going to.
We are the standard. We are Kenya's bold newspaper.
Yes, the strategy is because the region, Gachagua, seems to have preached so much anti-Ruto campaigns, and the region is gone. Now the only way is to try to incite the region against other communities through isolationism politics, so that now the communities may now not see the protest as Gen Z led, but as instigated by the mafia. Because they will even say that some of the celebrities from Mount Kenya region, you have heard them pointing names, some of those celebrities who hold media shows in the morning, claiming that they are also anti-government. So this is a strategy, it's a political strategy to ensure that the whole country now also changes the narrative, the focus.
And if we remain objective, let's be William Ruto's devil's advocate. Let's assume that there are no protests and William Ruto is doing very well at the current moment. Let us just assume. William Ruto is telling these young people, at the end of the day, we have to listen to these young people. We'll have to listen to them. They are talking. They are saying something. He's telling them, mimi ninawajengea, natafutia kazi, chukua housing levy, najenga manyumba. You saw the people, did you see so many people outside there? You want to tell me all these people are from 4 leavers and below? These are graduates. They're asking him questions. You're telling us tuende kwa mjengo. In fact, most of the people who go to mjengo don't even talk. Wacha kuja kutuambia president ati wewe umetutafutia. Mimi nikienda sasa iko mjengo zitasema. It is not a very good job to someone who has gone to school at least. So when you tell us ati umetutafutia kazi kwa mjengo ya hizo nyumba unajenga. We who went to school, I am a graduate, political science, mathematics. Where are we going to go if we remain to be objective? President William Ruto, tell us, what are you going to do to the young people who have graduated? Hundreds, 10,000. KU, Juzi, wali graduate 12,000. What are you saying about them? You have never spoken a word about their employment. You just say tunajenga manyumba na sha. So what about job opportunities? And then you're telling us, juzi nimeona nani, I've seen Mutua CS for immigration. Is it migration labor?
Labor.
He took some people to Russia, bwana. Bwana Russia, ndugu yangu. Russia.
I think I agree with the both of you on the narrative being pushed. And I think this is part of a larger scheme that has existed since last year to try to delegitimize the Gen Z movement.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, it's very difficult to fight something as amorphous as a tribeless movement.
Exactly.
Without a head, a leaderless movement. So the politicians are not used to fighting this kind of, movement. So they want to make it familiar. How do you make it familiar? You turn to the rule book of bad politics. Play the divide and rule game. Label these guys as Kikuyus so that you can discredit their movement. But I was in the CBD yesterday.
What was the experience?
This is genuinely, from my observation, this is genuinely a movement led by people who want to change the country for the better.
I actually want to read to you some Kikuyus who were killed in 2024 June last year. One is called Rex Kanyike Masai, Austin Makoha, Mike Kibuga, Evin Madanga. Those are Kikuyus.
But then let's move away from that. What I believe is that the government knows that he can fight a war of an ethnic war, sort of. Mobilized along ethnic lines, label these people as whatnot, to make it easier to discredit this population. But I don't see that strategy working. I don't see it because the Gen Zs are seeing beyond these swindles. They are seeing beyond their veils. Moving on, Bwana Mbudhia, Bwana Gashane. To our viewers, we are live on KTN News YouTube channel, and we're also live on Facebook. I think we're also live on TikTok, are we?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
So, Bwana Gashane, you had asked a question for the benefit of our viewers, of course, about Gachagua, Bwana Gachagua missing out on yesterday's protests.
Yes. I think Bwana Mbudhia tackled that well, and he said that although he was not there, I think he wanted to suggest that he has been there for them, and probably even Jana he was there in spirit.
He was there in spirit.
You see, I really don't want to go into. If anybody is blaming Gachagua for not coming to the street yesterday, so be it. He has. You see, even now they are calling for his arrest, saying he's the one who orchestrated yesterday's demonstration. Of course, it's a government-sponsored propaganda again, and I don't want to delve into that. It is. We had already debunked that on. I think William Ruto also, knowing that he has not done anything but, since when he became the president, he's also moving us to discuss nonsensical issues and move away from accountability.
Now, moving on, probably this is we're a little bit sensible and sensible about the former deputy president. He was in Meru, and by the way, he was welcomed like a king.
Yeah, sure.
He was given a new name.
We were there, yes. He was called the Kiana Kesi by son of a lion.
Oh, son of a lion. Kiana Simba. But he said something which was very controversial, Bwana Mbudhia. And in politics, we usually call it the council culture mentality.
Okay.
Council culture mentality. Whereby, like former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, you remember when he was calling on his supporters to stop buying or sabotage the some brands, milk, and even some lines, cards. Now, Gachagua told Meru people that they should avoid taking tea or even mandazi to a hotel that is going to be built by President William Ruto, and some people call it toxic politics. He's very toxic, because when a hotel is built in Meru, the people of the graduates you are talking about who are jobless are the one who are going to get jobs in that particular hotel.
First of all, them Mjengo guys.
Although they will not say publicly that they are working in Uruto's hotel. Something else. The farmers. people who sell milk, those are the people who are going to supply milk to that particular hotel. And now
from Meru, from the environs.
And now you are party leader where you work. He wants Meru people not to eat even mandazi, and he even goes ahead to say that president should get Sugoi people to the hotel. Don't you think he should be called out for that?
You see, again, you are missing the point, and I hope Kenyans are not missing. I hope Kenyans didn't misunderstand the DCP party leader, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua.
He was misunderstood.
Listen, no, he was misunderstood. You say
he wasn't.
No, it's a question. He's asking.
You are saying. No, I'm hoping. I've said I'm hoping because I want to explain what he meant. Because you see, he's asking a question that is negative, so he's expecting a very positive question from me. Like he's toxic. Rigathi Gachagua did not say people should not go to any hotel. This is what Gachagua is saying. Gachagua is saying the only project that is working in Meru is the construction of a hotel owned by William Ruto. So this is what he's saying. My friend, the president.
But then, Bwana Mbudia,
you have asked me a question.
Okay, carry on.
To answer.
Kindly answer.
This is what, he's a political scientist. He was giving it as an analogy, saying, Mr. President, I have come to Meru, and the Meru people are telling me the only development that is happening in Meru is the construction of a hotel owned by the president. You understand? So, he was even scared. If that is the only construction that is happening in this county, a construction of someone who promised roads, who promised Mira farmers to uplift the economy, and he's saying, now if that is the case, this is what we are going to do. We will allow the president to do his construction, but we will make sure we don't use that hotel until he builds for us roads.
Sure,
and yes, he's the president of Kenya.
Mr. Gachagua did not say that.
What did he say?
Mr. Gachagua said President Ruto is constructing a hotel. Msiende hata kunywa chai na mandazi hapo.
But of course,
alete watu kutoka wapi?
Sugoi.
But of course, listen, you guys write the newspaper. The newspaper is not like a TV. TV, you cut a bite according to the direct translation. Listen, for the newspaper, let's not think like the newspaper. You are thinking too much. It's like you're explaining. He said something. If we can play the bite of him, he said this, and I was there. No, he gave an instruction.
You know what you are doing? You are interpreting.
You are the one who is interpreting.
No, you are the one interpreting because Gachagua was very.
You are saying it verbatim.
Gachagua was very clear. Don't umsinunue mandazi na watu watalala hapo watoke Sugoi. What kind of politics is that?
We see that this show is called Unfiltered. We don't sugarcoat. We don't try to interpret on behalf of your party leader.
But that is not Unfiltered.
For example, okay, did you hear the word Sugoi?
No.
Oh, then you are not in Meru. Did you hear the word mandazi na chai?
Were you in Meru, Ashani? I was there.
I didn't.
The beauty about this.
Why are you saying that?
It was live.
No,
it was being broadcasted live.
I'm trying to.
Did you hear the word Sugoi? Did you? Did you hear the word Sugoi?
No.
Did you hear the word mandazi na chai?
Yes.
But Sugoi you never.
No. I didn't hear anything to do with Sugoi. President said, Rigiji said, if this is the only project, in fact, he was told by the people, ila hotel, ila kitu naendelea hapa, Rigiji ni yule jamaa president anajenga hoteli. You see, now you want to say, assuming that he was wrong. So
wasn't he wrong?
No, assuming. I want to pose a question.
Yeah.
So the president is right.
We are not talking about the president. We are talking about.
But of course, he talked a hotel that is owned by the president.
Okay.
So the president is in this context is. I'm using the president in this context. He did not say a hotel owned by Gachane. He said it's owned by the president. So the number one fact is that the president has a hotel in Meru that he's constructing.
Yes.
And that is why I'm saying, assuming he was wrong, you are saying that. Because to some extent, you're saying it is a very retrogressive kind of talk.
Actually,
you are saying the president is supposed to build hotels in every county in this country because Mujengo guys are going to work there. It is the same thing that is happening today. President William Ruto is building...
But no one is saying that. We are just reacting to Gachagua's statement.
Yes, and that's only assuming he's wrong. The deputy president is wrong. I have said the deputy president is wrong.
Former deputy president.
party leader is wrong.
Yes.
Now we come to the subject matter.
The subject matter of my question was, don't you think trying to incite people that they should not take tea or madazi from a hotel because it is owned by his rival, and he should take people from his sugoi to come and take, don't you think if other communities may say that about members of Gachagua community, what would happen in this country?
The DCP party leader, of course, DCP party is opposition party, and the work of opposition is to discredit the government and also oppose where they feel like that the government is doing wrong. Gachagua was speaking in the context of the president, who is the president, of course, William Ruto is the president of Kenya, telling him in simple terms, he's a political scientist, he's a literature guy, telling him, please work for the people of Kenya, don't work for your it. Work for the people of Kenya, don't work for yourself.
Fair point. But we've also seen Mr. Gachagua asking members of his community not to listen to music played out by musicians who
defy him.
Not who defy him, who went to visit the deputy president.
That matter
Kithure
was
Kindiki.
Let's not.
How was it rest?
It was rest. It was an issue of in-house, and it was rest. Have you had any other? Have you ever had talks of the same kind ever again since then?
Oh, he was rectified.
Yeah,
no, that matter rest.
You advise him.
No, that matter was rest.
But we've had the same talk when he says that don't go to President Ruto's hotel. It's the same thing.
We for the president, sita kutetea, work for the people. Work for the people, don't work for yourself.
Lakini bwana Mbudhia,
I cannot. The DP Ngirgiji is saying work for the people, don't work for yourself.
To bring it to a good context, you are saying for the issue of artists, he was advised not to repeat such sentiments again.
I wouldn't say he was advised because I'm not one of his advisors. What I would say, I work for him. I would say that matter was arrested. He was speaking in a language. He was speaking to a class that speak the same language, understand each other. Wasanis are good.
So they had him. They adhered to his instructions.
Who?
The artist that he referred to.
Everything is sorted. It's good now.
So they cannot now go to Kindiki again.
I don't know.
How was it tested then?
I don't know because we are waiting to see if they will go.
But they went. They even went to the president.
The following day, of course, yeah. That matter is arrested, and I'm telling you.
How? Please bring us to speed, Bwana. That's why you are here.
That what matter was
Unfiltered show. Please tell us our viewers.
That matter was between the Rigiji, Wasani, and the people.
So they later convened and brought
that matter was arrested.
How?
Brother? And it was arrested. There's no problem.
Bwana Mbudhia, you must accept that.
The issue, the nini here was, I don't want us to go to the mountain again. You are drawing me back there.
Don't worry. We have talked about Kakamega. We've talked about
Mombasa,
you see now this is a community that is being dragged all over. Even if somebody does not.
Okay, let's drag you away from Mount Kenya then.
Please. We are moving
what's
around there, and then without one, it becomes an advantage. We are still talking about the same people who are saying this community. Why don't we speak about the country?
What's your party's agenda beyond one term?
We are in 2025. In 2025, we have a president in place that is called William Ruto, who is not doing very well. We don't have an election tomorrow. We have not, the IEBC has not declared campaigns. So currently, we cannot say what our manifesto is. But
I'm not talking about a manifesto.
The agenda.
The ideology.
The ideology.
You know, parties are formed with an ideology. ODM calls itself a Social Democratic Party.
Come up with an ideology as of now?
Are you saying that ours was formed on the basis of one term?
Tell us, was it?
You have the mic.
See, no, it wasn't. It wasn't formed on the basis of one term. One term is a slogan, and our slogan is "Kiza wa Kenya." Our party DCP was formed on the basis of Article 1 of the Constitution of Kenya. The only person who has power over the constitution after the people is God. If you open the Constitution of Kenya, preamble, we say God is supreme.
True.
And then you open the second page. Article 1 states, the sovereignty of this country lies with the people of Kenya, and they have the power to do whatever they want to do with the power within the confinement of the constitution. That is where you get DCP. And that is why our slogan is Sikiza wa Kenya. When you say the power belongs to the people, what does it mean? If the power belongs to you, and I'm the one who is exercising that power, I should listen to you.
Thank you, but you have not answered Brian's question on what is the ideology of the DCP, because I believe all other
that's where I was coming.
Yes, all other political parties are formed on the basis of Article 1 of the Constitution of sovereignty of the people.
Yeah.
But what is the DCP's ideology?
That's where I was coming to. So after the, you have said very well that all political parties are formed on the basis of, is UDA based on the basis of the first the Article 1 of the Constitution?
That's why it
is UDA listening to the people?
No, wait, come on.
You are the one who has said that all political parties, not all political parties are
there are those who believe in UDA, and they'll tell you exactly what you're telling us.
They are not listening to the people. That is why people are demonstrating. That is why, and even after demonstration, they are not still listening. So ours is based on the Article 1 of the Constitution, listening to the people. That is number one. Yeah. Number two, one of our objectives is to respect the Constitution of Kenya. If you respect the Constitution of Kenya, you are not going to go wrong as a government. Because the current government is not respecting the Constitution. That is why, even after yesterday, the court ordered all the signals that had been crushed by the CA be open. They went on. And hata sijui mpaka kama saa hii bado mmefunguliwa.
Tumefunguliwa. Thank God.
At night.
Leo.
Today. Yeah, you see. So each and every time. So DCP party is a party that is formed on the respect of the Constitution of Kenya. It is based on public participatory. If we take government tomorrow, we will ensure everything that we do, it will be public participatory. Public must participate. And we are in opposition. We are alternative government. What we are saying is, the reason as to why Gachagua was impeached was because he was telling the president, listen to the people. You remember during the housing levy, people really were not happy. They went to court. The court crushed it away. William Ruto ran with it up to Supreme Court. It was put against the will of the people. So as alternative government, one of our ideals will be to listen to the people. If they say housing levy is not right, it will be removed with the immediate effect.
Okay.
And many other ideals, and of course with the time we will start putting together our manifesto around 2027 there, but for now is reminding the people, giving them hope that all is not lost. If William Ruto continues the way he's doing, he's a one-term president for now, is to make sure we remind them that, also reminding the government, not also the people, the government, that if you continue the way you are doing, you will go for one term.
So, in listening to the people, did they tell you to hold your party's launch in Isinya?
Yeah. What happened is, hey, why are you saying it's in Isinya? It's not in Isinya.
Where is it?
It's not in Isinya, my friend. Bros.
Kumbe tuko nje. Where is it?
Let's start this way. And I've heard somebody who was here last time saying that the government did not block us from accessing Kasarani Indoor Arena. It blocked us. We paid. We were in the process. We did not pay. We were in the process of paying. Yes. They had given us the invoice. We wanted to the launch in Kasarani Indoor Arena. So we were in the process of paying. So we asked for the invoice. They gave us the invoice. Now my guy went to pay, and he was told, wait a minute. Let me consult. I hear there's a problem, and then he was told just to go with the money. We will tell you. An email was written that they are not going to give. They are not going to give. I'm coming to them, my friend. They are not going to give that space, and so we were confused because, of course, you prepare for one at a time. So we went back to the people yesterday, but one. His His Excellency,
Former Deputy President,
converged over 500 grassroots mobilizers coming from Laikipia, Samburu, the Maa community, Kajiado and Narok. And they really told him that if you fear that any other place will not be conducive for your launch, please bring it to your area, to our area. We are going to protect you.
Yes. So where is it going to be held?
It will be in one of the Maa counties.
No, it's on July 7.
Yes.
But the venue is not confirmed.
Not yet confirmed, but it will be in one of the.
What is the likely venue?
I may not know, but in one of the, they just started yesterday, the consultations, but the venue is not even the problem. The Maa have so many and large chunks of land. So identifying a place is just
so how many people are you expecting?
Over 20,000 delegations and many other leaders and also all the principals of
other political parties.
Political parties and also the coalition partners in the opposition. All of them are expected to
now this is the thing. Most of the political parties, to give it the national outlook, because we do not I believe the reason why most of the parties have been launched in Nairobi is to remove the connotation of the village parties. If a party is held, the launch of the party is held outside the city, the Nairobi city, you understand? So that's why most of these political parties have launch has been held in Nairobi. So DCP is a party of its kind, because it's being held in a remote area.
Before you answer that, Bwana Gachane,
it's very true.
Bwana Gachane,
it's very right.
Bwana Gachane, I want you to also understand that Nairobi belongs to the Maa community.
In fact, the name Nairobi, the name Nairobi came from the Maa. But if I answer your question,
not to answer the question, don't you think that the village tag that has been given to former deputy president because of his concentration to Mount Kenya region is now being extended to his party?
There's no problem with that, number one. And every Kenyan know very well that William Ruto is a very fragile president. Ni muoga sana. He's one guy, why I'm saying so is because William Ruto, why I am attacking William Ruto directly? He was my friend.
Were you his personal friend?
He was my friend.
You mean?
I even vied. You did not even give me time to introduce myself.
Pole.
You are watching. I vied in a UDA ticket. And one of the reasons, Gachane, is because for you to become the president of Kenya, you need to get support of over more than 25 counties or 25 counties, or 24?
23.
No.
24.
47 is?
24.
24. More than 24 counties in all over the country. Get support of more than 24 counties. And William Ruto knew very well that he may not be able to get the support of all the counties. Me, I come from Lamu County. So what he did is, he told us to vie in those regions that are the minority areas, so that we can bring the regionalization of the UDA party. You understand? Now, that was not my point. My point was here. William Ruto was not supported by President Uhuru Kenyatta, not even a cent. But Uhuru Kenyatta allowed William Ruto to use Nairobi Kasarani Indo Arena, and I attended. That is where we sang yote yawezekana bila Uhuru. William Ruto feared that we may go there and sing yote yawezekana bila Ruto.
Bwana Mbudia, have you thought about maybe changing careers to being a singer?
You can do it nicely.
So that is the reason he will not allow us to use any government facility in Nairobi. You say, of course, there are Windsor,
those hotels.
My friend, this guy is going to bring a lot of goons because tumetumiwa goons. Me, my phone was broken and I was beaten badly in Limuru.
Oh, pole.
Yes, by goons who are sent by the member of parliament who is working with Kasongo to come and beat us. You see, now what the Ma community said, they said, Mheshimiwa, why are you scared, bana? Why are you scared by launching your venue? Wachie Nairobi, tutakuja kuchukua 2027.
So other than
now,
the space, he's going there because of protection.
You see now, it's not about protection. When you say protection, and God is the one who protects us.
But you said the man told him, "Come, we protect you."
No, the man
say that.
The man did not say, "Come, we protect you." You're using the long language.
Okay.
He said, "We are going."
So
if you fear, that's what they say. You know the problem, you guys.
So if you fear,
if you feel like Nairobi is becoming a problem, come to our region. We are going to protect you.
Supposing
he was talking about the village party.
Supposing
he was talking about the village party.
Let him first of all deal with the village
he was
party
talking
issue.
about the village party. We have no problem being called a village party. We will go to every village in this country and sell our DCP party. Let it be a village party owned by the villagers. Yes.
Supposing I'm a DCP member. Bona fide member, life member.
Yeah.
I contributed to the party's launch in Kasarani. I gave out 1 million shillings. I struggled and sweated and toiled and moiled and to get 1 million, donated it for the party's launch in Kasarani. What happens to my money?
Kwani, were you donating it for specific area?
But you told me you were to secure Kasarani.
In terms of what?
In terms of the launch.
Or the space?
Yeah.
The space, like
in short, what I'm asking.
Like
in short,
building. You know, there are so many things.
In short, what I'm asking.
There are so many things. There are merchandise to be bought.
In short, what I'm asking you is, there have been reports that the party swindled its members out of the money.
You see,
as a party official, what is the official communication?
Because this is a podcast, unfiltered. I will go straight. That statement of communication is coming from Gujiro Mboko, whom I did not want to talk about here because he's my friend, number one. This guy is my friend. I don't know what happened between him and the Rigi. I really don't know, and I can tell you it's not a big thing. It is a matter of managing ego.
Oh, you see,
it is a matter of managing ego. I heard him. He was here last week, and you could feel his ego is up there. He thought Rigathi was his equal to some extent. And you know me, I work in the office.
Yeah.
He's the party leader. My work is to respect his decision. Sindio?
Yeah.
To some extent, even if I don't feel it is the right decision. Sometimes you respect by the mere fact
even
that
if you feel it's not the right decision.
By the mere fact that he's your party leader.
Yes.
What do you do? Sasa tuanze kuargue na yeye tupigane sasa.
You can't.
You see now, Gachagua, most of the time when you would feel, mzee hapo hapa, you are real father. You left the house and go.
No, you just accustomed.
Yes, now let's come to fast forward.
Whether Gachagua swindled money for...
That is Ngojiro Wambogo's statement. He started by saying Gachagua swindled money. That is why he's not launching the party. Now we are launching the party on 7th. We are using money today. Yesterday nimeshinda nikiandika budgets and other vitu zingine za communication that are needed.
So how much is the party launch going to be used?
I don't know. I'm not part of the people who are organizing.
But it's
just part.
But it's cheaper.
Okay, you asked what do you need? Mnahitaji camera, mnahitaji nini, communication.
But it's cheaper than hiring Kasarani, right?
Not because even if you gave out your 1 million shillings, assuming for us to secure Kasarani, that money is redirected to purchasing other things. It's basically within the confinement of the
like merchandise,
delegations.
So it is indeed true that people donate money, and you see the good thing with the donation. I am not being the devil's advocate, but I'm just stating as it is. If you donate money, you cannot say that now because the money was not used for the purpose, I want my money, right? So if there is somebody who donated money for the party launch, he can cannot say that, no, I did not donate money for Isinya or Narok or wherever, but I donated money for the party to be launched at Kasarani, so I need my money back. So once you donate, and you need not
and
to ask any
and
question.
there's no one who is asking their money back, if at all there was money.
So
that is propaganda.
Did we see well-wishers donating money for the party launch?
You see, you are putting it as if it is the first party to be launched or unveiled in the country. Political parties, even Rigathi Gachagua donated money in UDA, and he left a lot of money there. As
How much?
A lot. As a deputy president, there's around 100 or 150,000 every month for the management of the party.
Yes.
So it should not look like this is a very new party that people are donating and it becomes unique. People donate money every day. Even me myself, I have donated money in the DCP.
How much?
No, I'm not going to say how much because it's not necessary.
Surely,
For now, it's not necessary. You know, the problem with the person who is saying that money was donated is like a jilted lover. Yeah, you keep saying that money was donated here, there, and then you talk about DCP and you are a member of another party. You know me, I used to work here.
We
I used to work in this company and I left, and there were so many challenges, and I have never spoken about them. That is becoming.
Indeed, you have never spoken.
I have never, and of course you understand. And I have very high regard for the company because this was my first employer. So basically, I'm not saying that Ngojiri should respect Rigathi. He should just keep quiet.
DCP is your current employer. Who do you hope will be your next employer?
The people of Kenya, because I had vied in 2022 as a member of County Assembly for Hongwe Ward in Lamu Mpeketoni. That's where I come from, and I am still in the race. But this time around, I'm not going to go for a small position. I have also grown. You have outgrown the MCA position. I have also outgrown, yes. I feel like I have also outgrown. I'm going to go for the senator of Lamu County. I also believe that having grown and having got experience for the last 5 years, I am able to chart a new path for the people of Lamu and also bring their issues to the national level.
Fair enough. What about the issue of the opposition coalition? Who do you think is the most likely candidate to become the presidential candidate, and who do you vouch for?
Everyone there has their own strengths. If you look at all of them, they have been around for quite some time. Kalonzo Musyoka has been in politics for over 40 years. Eugene Momalu has been a minister, not once, a member of parliament. Rigathi Gachagua has been actually the recent deputy president. Martha Karua has been a minister for quite some time and a very experienced lady. It's called who? Matiang'i is a very nice guy who really did some very good job. And one I can just point out what Matiang'i did is just the change of the color of the school buses. You know, yes, that was very perfect. You know why it was perfect? They even reduced the accidents in the country because ukiwa mbali tu hivyo you're able to know hiyo ni basi. The current problem that after Matiang'i left imekuwa ni now people are now conditioning those buses and using the human beings people to transport themselves, but they are supposed to be used by student. That is what is happening in America. Yes. Very unique color, and you're able to tell that is a student. Just like that. Murkomen is not able to tell malori zenye unaziona usiku zikina light moja hivi. To tell them just park on your side, make sure kuko na lights all over the body of the lorry, so that when Niki drive kagari kangu, I am able to see the end of the lorry when it's coming. You know that one is going to reduce accidents by over 90%. Just knowing how many people have died kwa sababu ya kugongana na gari. You are not able to know the age and the nini is doing. So to answer your question is everybody there is eligible, and I believe, because I'm not one of the principals, is that they will coalesce at some point together in the future and get one candidate. Rigathi says all the time, he has been very much conspicuous and he has been saying it point blank, and he's the only guy who is now leading the team in terms of articulating the issues of one term. And he says
he's a leader.
He's the one term movement is led by Rigathi Gachagua. I'm not saying he's the leader of the opposition. The one term movement is being led. See, they want
it's called the one term movement.
It's called the one term movement.
Wow.
For the first time we'll have one.
So do you see them?
For the first time we'll have a president going for one term.
There has been claims and expectations that at some point in time the opposition will crumble?
I don't think so. That's government propaganda. I believe currently, I can assure you currently, the current situation we are in, you go back to one of the candidates or the principals leaves the opposition and joins the government. It's done. It's done.
As a DCP official, have you come up with names for a possible coalition, or is it just the one-time movement?
Bado mapema, we are mobilizing and organizing ourselves as cousins. Cousins are all those people who don't want this regime. It is not, cousins is not, people are saying, people are the government propaganda is the banner. Up your game. You have a responsibility to work for the people of Kenya. Cousins are not tribal connotations. No, cousins are all people who don't want this regime. There are others who want this regime to go for another term. It is their democratic right. They can call themselves from wherever they want to call themselves. Us who are calling ourselves cousins are all people who don't want this regime because of so many problems that it has caused to this country. And so, we are mobilizing our regions because politics is numbers. In Kenyan democracy, the person who gets the majority of votes becomes the president, irrespective of how he got it. So even the issue of bringing tribes, William Ruto, you are not going to win this because it is tribes who vote. It is not you vote in Kambiti there. You vote there. You vote for member of.
It's getting personal.
I'm just stating facts.
I'm also looking for something there. So basically, we are mobilizing ourselves. The mountain region is gone. The president should be told so. And we have Matiang'i. He's mobilizing also. Kalonzo is also mobilizing. You saw when we went to Mombasa, he did very well for his region. Because let me tell you for a fact, William Ruto mobilized for his region. He ensured that there's nobody else who is up there. And even when Gideon Moi, my former employer, wanted to hit him.
Parting shots. Give us your parting shots.
So basically, it's about
time is actually up.
So basically, it's about mobilization.
Yes.
At the right time, we will come up with a very good coalition. And I can assure you, and I also want to assure Kenyans, and it's not a laughing matter, I will be there also to guide to some extent if I feel like in the future, because now we need to get very serious. If the young people are saying listen to them, the first thing this new government will do is to have county forums in every county, 47 counties, for the young people, asking them what is the problem, what do we need to do first. That is what we call
listening to the ground.
Simple and clear.
So if he listens to the ground, for example, your parting shot, the final question, if he listens to the ground and he does the things that people want him to do, will you see the need to oppose him?
Who?
The president.
Or today?
No. Yeah. If
today? Let him start, Mr. President.
So if he starts and does that effectively and he implements all the policies and the aspirations of the people, will you see as the opposition
he cannot do, but we give him the benefit of doubt. Please, Mr. President, do what Gachagua is saying. Listen to the people. Call for all those forums. Make sure you remove all corrupt guys. We have so many bad people in cabinet who are not able even to articulate anything. They don't talk. They don't do anything. You don't have people in government. So sit down, collect yourself, call the young people. You still have a lot of time. They gave you the first anniversary. It was not positive. They have another anniversary on 25th of June 2026. If you don't listen to them, they have still another anniversary in June 2027, and you'll have gone.
Always an interesting conversation here on Unfiltered. Bwana Mbudhi, asante sana for gracing our show. You've helped us analyze the current affairs. So until next time, that's it from us at Unfiltered. I'm Brian Otieno, Ndungu Gashani, James Mbudhi.
Kabisa.
Unfiltered with Brian Otieno and Ndungu Gashani.